Hey, 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 what's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I know I sure am. Today, I'm down at the Cherokee Arctic Wolf manufacturer to debut their brand new deck model. So they are hopping on with the trend. But what I like about this is they did things a little bit different. You have an 8-foot deck out here that is going to be fully covered. And then the inside is not as light, as bright as some of these other companies are going. So I think this is going to give you another really good option if you are looking for an RV with a deck. So drop some comments. Let me know what you think. This is the 2025 Arctic Wolf 3800 deck. So it really makes it really nice and easy to remember. If you go into that dealership, you say, hey, I want the Arctic Wolf deck model. This is the option. This is what they're talking about. And I did hear that there is potential for possibly adding in a screen. And I don't know if that's going to be, a standard or like a third-party option in there, but they're working with a company to build in the screens there, which I think is pretty darn cool. But we're going to start on the inside, work our way around the outside. But, on a personal level, I am debuting Life with Glasses, trying to get used to it. And for you folks with good eyes out there, I'll tell you, it's a scary world. It is much sharper than I ever imagined. I didn't even know I had bad eyes until I went and got them checked out. And now I'm seeing in like 24K. It is crazy. But anyway, it's the 2025 Arctic Wolf 3800 deck. Drop comments. Let me know what you think. Now, as the specifications, things like length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, are published and start coming out, because they're not out currently, I will update the description. I'm also going to put a link in for a dealership, so that way you can have a place where you can access some pricing or give them a call and get in on like an early price link. So right when you walk in, you have dual opposing slides. Behind that 80-inch TV right there is a really cool hidden pantry that a lot of these brands are doing. But you do have a little, I don't know if you want to call it a desk or extra countertop, but that actually comes in and out. Obviously a really elongated island that has some seating. But then over here, you're going to get another place to where you can sit down, plop down, sit up right next to Honey Buns, enjoy a coffee, and check out the lake life, or get a little bit of work done on the road by sitting there. Really nice L section, L couch sectional, however you want to call it. And then this will pull out into a bed that matches up exactly with that corner to provide a great sleeping space. I'm going to get back to this area. I just want to give you a light little overview. You also obviously have a bathroom and bedroom all the way up there for the old long distance bowling gun, baby. So right back here is where we're going to start, because it's probably going to be, the most interesting part of the tour as far as, things that you haven't seen before. A true 8-foot deck. Also, someone that's got a whole bunch of dogs and a whole bunch of kids, I can appreciate the screen on this being a little bit beefier as well. This is going to be kind of that, I don't know too much about metal, but it's not flimsy in there. So your dogs are going to be able to stay in there and, sit tight and whatnot, not really escape on you. I also like the fact that you have this opening. So if you were to butt this up to your own desk, if you're using this as more of a permanent, spot, you got the ability to do that. So I think that is pretty darn neat. You're also going to see that you have plenty of lighting. These are all going to be on dimmers. You also have a couple outlets and a cable hookup. So if you want to put like a TV up there, you're more than able to do so. You have a fan to help circulate, just some of the air, just keep the air flowing around up here. If it's a stuffy day, well, you turn that on, you got yourself a nice little breeze. You also have some lights, which these are not on at the moment. Actually, I don't even know if there's a light strip in there, because they just got this thing off the line for me. But man, I saw a picture of this thing looking at night. Very, very cool in the design. Now, Arctic Wolf is also going to be using the mirrored reflective finish there on their windows. So it's going to have kind of like a sunglass effect, if you could imagine. When you're going in there, it's hard to see in, but it stops some of that heat and reflects it back out. So I kind of like that over the tinted windows that a lot of these brands are using, because I think it just gives you like that added little oomph. Now heading back in, you're going to have your screen door right here, along with your sliding patio door. And this is going to be that main area that we just did a really quick kind of overview. You have a place where I say you could probably sit about 4 super comfortably, maybe up to like 6 with some kids. But it is going to be pretty darn comfortable as well. Some of the RV furniture that I sit into is just a little bit more rigid than I would like. And this is going to be, I think, a pretty good spot. This gives you a lot of good kind of back comfortability for what that matters. Slide height as well. It is going to be on a boxed frame. It's a raised frame, but when you're standing in it, you're looking at about 6'2". When you're out of it, you're probably looking at about 6'4" or so. So for you taller folks, you're not going to be coming in and bonking your head. You notice all the windows are absolutely massive. The side windows do not open, but the two in the middle do, so you can create a really nice breeze or an emergency exit. Just pull, push, and plop. Get yourself out in a hurry. You're also going to have the old Dracula shade, baby. Keep the old skin from sizzling. Don't see the sun if you don't want to see the sun. A curtain that goes across. And then up here is going to be a powered awning as well. So, or a powered, what do you call it? Powered Dracula shade. I can't remember the actual, what am I blanking out? I don't know. Hire me because I'm friendly. But you control that right here. This is for the dimmers on the outside. You have outlets and a control for the fan. And then, I don't know what that light's for, but I'm sure that's for something good. Two hanging places right here. The little octopus guy's just waiting for like a hoodie. And then you have your electric fireplace, which if you are new to camping, if you haven't done one before, you know, you're looking at about 4,800 BTUs of heat. So in an RV this size, it'll actually heat up the entirety of this room pretty much with no problem. USB and universal C along with a ledge and some outlets, you know, to put, you know, little knickknack items and things that you want to plug in general. But look at that. I mean, 80-inch TV. It's absolutely massive. And what I like too, and I have a feeling this was going to be a happy accident, is if you're out on that back deck, you open this up all the way. I mean, you could actually just leave that open, and now you got a great view. You know, maybe you got the game on, you're watching some football, watching a movie, and now you got access to the TV from that side. I just think that's pretty darn neat. And then when it's open like this, you got kind of the adjustable magazine shelf over here, and then you have plenty of storage into here. The only thing that would be kind of cool is maybe if they stopped that hinge right there and left it right here so you could walk through but still also use it. I think that would be a nice little stopping point for it. So right over here is going to be your oven. Nothing too crazy for the oven. It's going to be enough room to cook up, you know, maybe a chicken or some pizzas. You're also going to get your 3 stovetop burner along with, you know, room for all your prepping space on either side. Solid surface countertops. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. All the plugins and a good window that you need. And then storage both left, right, and above, you know, for your winos. You are ready to rock there. Crack open a couple cold cans of apple juice, baby. Popcorn, potato mode. You can defrost the potato all with a click of a button. And then you're also going to get 4 of these. And then 2 of these. Plus you'll notice you do have the underglow there too as well. Back over to the island. Again, kind of more of the same with the solid surface countertops. The high-rise faucet. Hitting those dishes from all angles. You also have a cup cleaner. And then you got one of those fancy sinks with all the attachments that you need. Stainless steel, kind of the farm-style bowl. And then underneath, pretty clean-cut storage and access to your plumbing. And then I like to see that, a pull-out trash can. Then you also get a little drawer here above. You know, I imagine putting my trash bags, maybe like a dog leash, you know, things like that in that area. Junk drawer central in general, because no one's going to be snooping near your trash can, so your neighbors, you won't have to hide too much there. I like that seating. I think that's pretty cool. Again, I think I said it, but just in case, this right here does flip out to butt up with this. So as you can imagine, one big rectangle, it's going to be one big sleeping space. Right over here is going to be that desk area that I just kind of quickly highlighted on. You do have some outlets under here to plug in whatever it is that you might be needing. You know, in my case, I'd be, you know, putting my computer and 3 monitors up there and kind of editing away, get post and answering comments. Kind of gives it a nice little more home away from home feel to it. Flip it back around. I probably should have kept up with that side, but, you know, again, friendly, not smart. Sometimes smart. Shouldn't downplay myself too much, but, you know, I forget where I'm going sometimes. ADD, that's for sure. Especially with the new glasses. I'm terrified in here, every sharp corner in the world. I mean, I didn't realize that things like this looked like that. Because usually it was like one big, like, quarter round. It was all blurry on the edges. Just, geez, Pete, it is a sharp, sharp world out there. You have the freezer on the left, refrigerator over on the right. You know what to do there. This is also going to be 12 volts. So you got that juice pack up on there, which I think is 100 watts of solar, but I'll put again, I'll put that in the description as I get updated on it. But when I used to sell them in the past, about 4 years ago, 3 years, or how long? Probably 2 years ago, that used to be 100 watts. Maybe it went to 200, I don't know. But either way, it'll help you run that refrigerator is basically what I'm getting at. 2 of those. You also have the central vac system. So my wife used to have a little salon, and we have one of those little garbage cans that you kick up and flip all the dirt into. That's what kind of that reminds me of. So easy to clean up your unit. Outlet, USB, universal C, a lot of more countertop space. And again, more with the bottle storage. So, I mean, you could pack away 8 bottles in here and you'd be good to go. Both ACs are going to be 15K, so you have one here and then one up in the bedroom. You're also new for 2025. We're going to get the tank heaters coming on this thing standard. You do have a dimmer, so if you're snuggling up with honey buns over on the couch watching a movie, you can dim it down, kind of set the mood and see what happens. You also have your tank fills right here, and then all your different awnings and your slide out controls, along with this over here is going to be for your water heater. So if you're not familiar with that, this is going to be a 45,000 BTU water heater, I do believe. It's going to be the instant on-demand hot water heater. So as long as you have propane, you have instant hot water, and it gets absolutely hot. So if you haven't used one before, I don't even turn it up all the way, because 115 degrees right here, they can go all the way up to like 130, I think it was, 140. Absolutely insane. I kind of take my water showers a little bit lukewarm anyway, but the wife does not. She likes to burn the skin a little. So right here you have your power box. You also have your floating steps with your little night light. I do like how they put in a little assist handle right there. Not something that I'd probably use, but something that somebody will. Dual entry into the bedroom, which is nice. And I think the only flaw of this entire camper might be the fact that it's got a corner radius shower. But if they put one of the square ones in, it would just jut out too much. It just wouldn't be functional for the way that this camper is set up. Porcelain throne, the old foot flush. You also have, this is pretty darn cool looking. Haven't seen that one before. It's pretty cool. You also have the Steamer Stink Sucker 3000. But what's nice about this corner radius is the fact that it is one of the bigger ones, which is nice because I'm 6 foot, 299.9 pounds, baby. And you can see as I close this up, I mean, you got plenty of room. For a corner radius shower, I know these things get knocked in just about every video that I post one on. This actually does have enough room in here, which is nice. Plus the head height, you know, you're probably looking at about 6'4" to here as well. Bringing it on over, you got the medicine cabinet, the old bowling gun, baby. Just enough countertop space to be dangerous. You got a couple cubbies there, and then you have a place where you can put, you know, all your different towels and whatnot as well. Again, split entrance into the bedroom, so you can close it off, but let your guests, you know, still get in if you'd like. Looking like a king bed, I do believe, so I think that is pretty darn snazzy. You also have counters on both sides, and what you'll notice is when you walk into these campers, a lot of these bed slides are actually going to be a little bit shorter. So if you could imagine, they'll probably cut into about right here, like an 18-inch slide. This is actually going to be a little bit deeper, so it's going to provide you with a little bit more walk-around room in a brand and a price segment that typically doesn't have the extra room. So I think you would like that. Oh, okay, so it doesn't lift up there. Oh, camera, come on, what are you doing? But you got this right here, so it's all up underneath. You got the little Pixar doodad right there for your night lights, USBs, universal Cs, and the shelving again to plug in your CPAPs. And then you flip it around, a perfect little reading nook or daydreaming nook with a big old windshield there up front. I just think that's too cool for school. Imagine if you weren't on a gravel lot at a manufacturer, if you were out kind of enjoying the camp life. Got a little hanging room right there. More of the same down here. And then you're also going to have the slide out for a washer and dryer prep. And I love how it opens up sideways as opposed to out. This gives you a little bit more room. But if you don't have the washer and dryer, these are going to be adjustable shelves. Flip it around. You got your TV mounting guide right here. So that tells you where you can put a TV mount. You also have your cable hookups and your outlets. Another window right here as well. And then you also have 2 pull-out drawers, a second electric fireplace, and a little area, you know, maybe for like a gun or jewelry or something like that. But I think that about wraps up, you know, the inside portion of the store. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Hit that like and subscribe button for daily RV content, because I can tell you right now, the 2025 RV industry is not stopping. I've got so many cool videos still to post. I cannot wait to see what you guys think. 25 is just getting absolutely insane. But again, the moment that I get it, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, including a link for the pricing. That will be down in the description. This is the 2025 Arctic Wolf 3800 deck. Now we are on the outside, and if you're not familiar with Arctic Wolf, this is going to be an aluminum frame constructed unit. You're also going to have, again, the two 15 KACs with the solar juice pack there up top. So that's what I like to see, is just a good construction on this thing. Also, it doesn't have a price point where you're not breaking the bank. You know, it's got things like the framed in windows. It doesn't have a touch screen for the control panel. You know, it doesn't have hydraulic auto leveling, but it has electric auto leveling. So there's going to be things like that where you're saving money. Maybe you don't want to drop an extra 30 grand, you know, to get everything. And something like this that is well built, still feature heavy, is going to be, you know, kind of more your speed. The front cap is looking pretty darn sharp, if you ask me. I love the two strips. And again, that big old tinted kind of plexiglass front. You got the Rhino pin box, which allows you to have that extra room there up front. And then here in the entrance, you're going to have your spare tire, a battery box, and then your solar charge controller, so you can see what the solar panels are doing. You also have a docking light right here, so that's going to turn on those strips. Propane behind this door, don't have to show you that. And then the big old pass-through storage, and I like how it's a little bit more open on this side. But you can see they got a little bit more cross members than most of the brands that you'll see there. And you also don't have exposed wood, and it's going to be welded on both points as well, which is nice. A little inside-outside access right here along with the leash latch. And it's also got what they call the armor underbelly tank enclosure. So what that is about every 6 feet, it's actually going to be separated. So that way, if you have to get in there and maintenance it, you don't have to drop the entire underbelly. You just drop, you know, that one little section and get working. Pretty good size awning over here with the LED lights there underneath. And it gives you a good idea of those reflective finishes. Like, let me lift this up so you can see the other campers. I mean, pretty darn cool right there. You shine those things up, you're looking all right. You are prepped for a 4-camera safety system. So here, one on the other side, and then one off the back. You also have your step above steps that flip up into the doorway along with the screen, and then an extra large grab handle. The awning is also going to be part of the Solera 2000 series. So again, that'll run off your 12 volt. That'll run off of your, you know, your battery truck when you're driving. Well, not when you're driving down the road. It might. That'd be a wild ride. LP Quick Connect. So if you want to hook up that Blackstone up on the grill, you are able to do that, or just off of it. And again, 8 foot wide, and notice how the entire thing is covered, not just you know, half of it. You're going to have the Lippert on-the-go ladder system, so you can get on top of your roof, and it should be fully walkable. But I am actually, before I say that with all certainty, I'm going to ask the rep on there, because I don't know if you'd want to hop on that or not, but I would think they wouldn't put a ladder there if it wasn't fully walkable. But just for safety, I'm going to ask the rep. There's your rear observation camera there as well. Now, you are eligible to put on the slide toppers on either side, so that would connect from here to here. It's a piece of awning that prevents debris from falling on top of your unit. So if that is something that you're interested in, instead of crawling up there and cleaning it off, you are more than welcome to do that. 50 amp control there. And right here is going to be your sewer outlet connection. Plus you do have your different valves, and then your water drain. Right here is going to be the other side of that pass-through storage. And it's going to also house your docking stations. There's your control for the auto level. As you can see, you got your different, you know, your tank fill, city water connection, your black tank flush, which is going to be a sprinkler system there for your poop tank, hot and cold water in the form of an outside shower, along with your winterization bypass. Back end of the water heater is going to be right here. Again, that is going to be tankless on demand. And then your other propane. But all right, guys, drop some comments. Let me know what you think. Again, my name is Hunter, and this was the 2025 Arctic Wolf 3800 deck. See you. Meow, 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 no, 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 show, no, 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 do, no, 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 rum, bum, 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 bada, bada, bum, bum, bada, bada, bum, bum, bada, bada, bum. I must sing the song until I get to that deck, looking for a thumbnail, for a thumbnail, for a thumbnail.